This is the JMG Live Music Lounge podcast with Jacquari Harris. Interviews with music artists and special guests from around the world.
What's going on, everybody? This is Neo.
What's up? This is Afrojack.
And you are checking out the JMG Live Music Lounge. Keep it locked right here, y'all. Peace and love.
This is the JMG Live Music Lounge podcast with Jacquari Harris.
So, It's been 5 years since we've seen each other, since, our first interview.
Time flies.
It flies, big time.
Yeah.
And the last time we talked, you described your sound as tribal, sexy, raw, and big.
Yeah.
Now, it's 5 years later. How do you describe your sound now? Is it still sexy, tribal, raw, and big?
Yeah, and even more sexier, more tribalish, more raw, and more big.
How is that?
It's not, we got more, I mean, when you start touring, we got used we used to play in Holland like 30 shows a month back in the days, and then you start touring, and 5 years ago we start like getting comfortable with what we're doing on tour.
Right.
Now it's 5 years later, you feel like you're really secure about what you're doing, so you even go harder in what you believe in as an artist, and we're more confident in what we're doing, and we see it's paying off right now, that we stick to what we do and don't follow the hype, just try to stay close to what we love and what we feel, and it's going great actually. Yeah.
And actually our crowd tells us that to do that. Sometimes they go like, hey, why did you play this record? What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should, but sometimes you want to go out of the box a little bit.
Yeah, nothing really changed in the way we played. We're more confident and we play our SGRM sets. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. And y'all are killing it, because I follow y'all on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm seeing you jump off stages and performing all over the world.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud to see how far you guys have come in this 5 years since we've seen each other.
Thank you.
Now, when we talked last time, Ryan, you mentioned that Sunnery always starts out your sets. Is that still the case, or are y'all alternating now?
Never change the strategy, right?
No. I think we're both gonna feel a little bit like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes, but most of the time it's still me. But it's not even that I start playing. It's just actually he starts playing, because the first track is just the intro. Yeah, you play it and that's how it goes.
He can just press play. I'll do the work. I'll do the work. That's what he said.
Are you calling him out? Or you just press play?
It's okay.
The first track is just what it is. So
yeah. And so Miami is coming up, of course. You guys are going to be performing at Ultra Music Festival on March the 23rd, right? So what can you tell us about your set and what people can expect to hear?
I mean, we're really excited about this year because we have so much new music. A lot of new tracks, a lot of new collaborations, tracks from our own label, artists who signed on the label. So basically it's going to be a set full of new SGRM music, tribal, sexy, big, raw. And we're gonna do 1 hour set, so it's gonna be fast, really a lot of energy, high energy, 1 hour full of energy, house beats, passion, and a lot of creative mixing.
Yeah.
And this one is going to be more relaxed also, because previous years we did our own pool party, Sexy Bonaja pool party.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
And this year we wanted to do something else. We wanted to be in the club, back in the club. So
Okay.
Also,
so there's not a pool party this year.
Also had to do with the days we had to choose, because you have exclusivity with Ultra.
Okay.
And we wanted to do on the weekend. The pool party didn't really work out with Ultra, so we chose, you know what, we're gonna do a club night and Live, great club in Miami, so it's gonna be fun.
That's one of my favorite clubs.
Yeah, Live is home for us in Miami. We play there all the time. So.
And you know what? When I met y'all were performing after hours at Live that night.
Yeah.
And Sarah, I'm not calling Sarah out, but she was supposed to put me on the list, and I went up to the door.
Sarah.
I went up to the door and I'm like, I'm on the list for Sunny and Ryan, and my name wasn't on the list. And I'm texting Sarah, I'm like, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
But that's a big night. Yeah, she was done already.
Yeah, it was all good. We talked about it. But I was hoping to see y'all. But I love Live. It's just a great club.
It's one of the best clubs in the world if you ask me. So it's also a big honor to play there, you know? So, but probably we're gonna show up at a lot of pool parties of friends, DJs. We're gonna end up playing at 10 pool parties maybe during the week. Just to show up, support friends, you know. So
yeah. And y'all have a contest as well. Where you flying two fans out or a fan and a plus one?
We have a collaboration with JBL, and we love to give back to our fans. So actually, we have like 4 tickets, like 2 couples can come to, maybe 2 friends.
Yeah.
2 times 2 friends can come to a show of us in Miami and stay there for a few days.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, maybe you can just invite your friends there, you know, they're around the area. I'm like, no, we should fly people around the world, you know, that's more fun.
Yeah.
Right,
Imagine, you know, you can be in Japan on on an ultra or something like that. It would be crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do also.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good. That's really good. I mean, that's a big give back to your fans.
Yeah,
Fly
of course.
them, if somebody applies from Australia, are you going to fly them in from Australia?
If it's necessary, why not? Why not?
That's a long flight.
Yeah. It's long, It's really long.
So yesterday I was listening to your new track, I'll House You.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. Are you playing that tonight?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Please play. I love that.
Yeah.
I wanted to jump up and dance.
That's
Man, they got a banger with this one. I love it.
Yeah, we did with
What was
Thomas.
the inspiration behind it?
We know Thomas Newsom for a while now. We released on our label as well, Sono Music, and we just start talking on the Groove Cruise, right? In Asia, was it like the Groove Cruise? And we started working on a track, and it took us a year to finish it. But it was just that we wanted to make like a real housey track again, but for a big room.
Yeah.
A housey track for a big room, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's progressive, it's tribal, it's housey.
Yes,
it's
everything is in it. Everything is in it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's been releasing on our label. He did 1 song before, 2, 1.
1.
Yeah.
Be with you. Yeah.
And now we did something together and it worked out perfectly. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not gonna be it's gonna be the last collaboration with Thomas Newsom. We're gonna do some more things. I think.
Well, if it's gonna be like I'll House You, all the next 7 tracks need to be with him. 'Cause, man, that's a good one.
Yeah. It was really
So
good.
do y'all
Thank
have any other tracks that you're currently working on or something that's coming out?
Oh, there's a lot coming. I mean, in a few weeks, we're gonna release a track called Savages together with Bruno Martini. He's an artist from Brazil.
Okay.
It's gonna come out on Universal Records, Universal South America. And then we're gonna do Tomorrowland this year. 2 weekends on the main stage. We're gonna host our own stage, Sexy by Nature. Same with Mysteryland. Another tracks we did a remix with Armin.
Okay.
For Sex, Love and Water. And probably we're gonna do a new collaboration with him as well. So from last year.
So a lot going on in 2018.
A lot of stuff.
And then we're starting with Ibiza already. We have a residence in Ibiza already, whole year, whole summer.
Okay.
So that's gonna be fun also.
Yeah. It's gonna be another big year.
So your residency in Ibiza, how does that work? So is it like a weekly thing or like every Thursday or something?
Every Wednesday starting June 20th till September 19th.
Okay.
So if you have time to come to the island.
Make sure you put me on the list. I'm coming to Ibiza. All right, then make sure, because I'll be there for sure.
Yeah.
And so with, so last year you were at Stereo Live.
Yes.
And you said that was your second time.
I think so. Maybe it was the first time.
Because ever since, like I said, we met, I tried to kind of keep up to see if you guys were coming to Houston. Because obviously I know all the clubs here in town, and I never saw you on the roster. So when I saw you last year, I was like, okay, this is their first time in Houston. I need to be there, but I ended up having to go out of town.
Yeah.
What did you think about Stereo Live and basically your Houston fans? What do you think about Houston?
We heard a lot of stories from other artists already. It's an amazing club, and then we actually came there, and we see like the people that actually go out, they really know the music.
Oh yeah.
They just don't just to party there. They just like, okay, let's have a good time. They really know the music and where they come from.
So they're open-minded, and I love the energy they have. They go crazy. It's like we out and about, and we gotta take this opportunity to party our asses off. That's what I see in Houston. The culture is really, they're passionate.
So you've been teaching them well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've been loving house music and going to clubs for years. So
nice.
I've been training them.
Good.
So, Pasha, you said Pasha in New York used to be one of your favorite clubs.
Oh, yes.
Is that still the case, or do you have another favorite to perform at?
Pasha closed down a few years ago, and yesterday we played in Brooklyn, New York City. The same owner of Pasha, Szymanski.
Okay.
And I must say that was the same vibe as Pasha, and probably it's gonna be one of our favorite clubs in New York again, right?
It could be. That's why I'm sitting like this right now.
But y'all play at so many places. Like, what's like the criteria for to be your favorite club? Is it the crowd, the venue, the speakers?
It is the crowd, the sound, and the vibe.
Yeah.
Because it's not about all the
Bottle service and all that.
LEDs and the CO2. If the vibe is good, the energy is right, we can play forever. And yesterday there was no CO2. It's only lights and music. That's it. And it was crazy. It was crazy.
Okay, cool. And what's going on with your personal lives? I know you're married. How's your beautiful wife?
Amazing, amazing. 2 kids now, 7 and 3 years old. So it's getting there. A real family. I'm getting a real family, man. So
and I'm sure they keep you busy, huh?
Oh, yes. But it's nice. So it's a lot of blessings and it's all love. So I'm really blessed.
Yeah. Very cool. And how about you, Ryan?
Girlfriend, I have 2 kids.
Okay.
But I still need to do the whole marriage thing. I don't know how does that work?
Yet.
How does that go?
You just have to do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so your Sexy by Nature radio show is still doing good. I'm still listening to it.
Yeah.
How do y'all decide which songs you're gonna put in your set list for Sexy by Nature?
It's hard work every week because we have a certain taste with music. So sometimes it's hard to find new, because every week you try to find new music and what fits to the show. So it's a lot of research. You go on all the promo mail you get, and we get a lot of promos.
I bet.
But to be honest, just maybe 2% of what you get is playable on the radio show, what we want. So you go back in the time sometimes, you go online and find tracks on weird labels what nobody knows about and you put in the show. So it's nice to have it every week, but sometimes it's hard work to find the right music for the show. But it's amazing to do every week when you come with another 60 new records. It's always a challenge, but nice.
But what's even more fun to do when you put a white label or a track that doesn't gonna come out, then people go crazy.
That's perfect, right? Because you're the first one to play it.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, do y'all have anything else going on this year? I know you got your residency at Ibiza. You got an Ultra coming up. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about?
Well, we do a Sensation tour in Brazil. That's gonna be fun. White Sensation. What else? A lot of festivals. The summer tour is gonna be crazy because we're gonna be more in Europe then.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to stay healthy.
Yeah. So, and how do you do it? So, do y'all drink when you perform, or sometimes? Or
yesterday, we had because New York is also a little bit family. We live there, we know a lot of friends they came out, so you drink a little, but with a tour like this, if you drink every night, you're not gonna make it. So you have to
weighs you down.
maybe one drink and that's it, but not let's do shots, and because otherwise
you can't.
No,
you're working basically.
You're working. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to stay responsible. We did it back in the days, but now you have to think a little bit,
Yeah.
We travel a lot. Yeah. More responsibilities.
And it's not good to be on the plane with a hangover.
Exactly.
It's not good at all.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
JMG Live Music Lounge.
Subscribe to the JMG Live Music Lounge on YouTube and be sure to follow us on social media.